Welcome back to my 12 subscribers, I think it is. Hopefully we can get that going up a little bit. So anyway, we've got another review tonight. I'm going to do a stout slash porter, whatever you want to call it. We got Boulevard Brewing in collaboration with Modern Times. This is Restless Nights. And this is a bourbon barrel-aged coffee porter with bourbon barrel-aged beans. So, yeah, let's see, it comes in at 7.5%, and I think that's the only info we really get on the can. I do have some info, from their website. It's 7.5%, like I said, and then it's 30 IBUs. The website, like, it's just got this huge article on basically all the different the coffee beans that they used, how they, the whole process that went into it, how they prepared the coffee beans, and the regions that they're from, and all that stuff. So we're not gonna get into all that stuff. So kind of a lower ABV for barrel aged stout slash porter. So yeah, let's just get into it real quick here. Let's pop the cap. Oh, and there's something I wanted to bring up for anybody that, if this is your first video, and I've probably never covered it before. I just wanted to say I'm not, like a cicerone. I'm not a beer expert of any kind. I literally just like drinking craft beer, and I just put these up for fun. I just enjoy drinking it and dissecting stuff and just trying to, figure out what I'm tasting and all that. And, I don't do this as a profession. This is just literally a hobby, and I enjoy it. So for anybody that was wondering, yeah, I mean, I'm no expert, so it's just fun for me. So anyway, we got our brewery glassware. I don't have any Boulevard glassware, so PGG not happening tonight. Pour's pretty cola-ish. 2 fingers worth of head there, maybe 3. Super compact, bubbles there, frothy mocha or chocolatey looking head, very soap sudsy and fluffy, if you can see that or not, but anyway. And then the appearance, I mean, after I poured it into the glass, I can't see any light through it. It came out kind of that brownish color, but that did not stay that way. It's black. Can't see through it. So anyway, let's get our nose on it. Up front, you get a lot of chocolate. That first sniff that I got, it kind of had a nuttiness to it, and I don't know what that. Maybe from the barrels. I don't know. Just a light roasty note. A light hint of coffee. The coffee I expected to be pretty prominent based on this whole, profile thing on their website talking about all the different coffee beans and stuff. I thought it would be a little bit stronger, but yeah. So you get a chocolate note, a roast, a little bit of coffee. The slightest barrel character. It's hard to say if you would pick out a barrel note if you were not told that this was barrel aged. Maybe these things will translate over on the palate. But yeah, to summarize, basically what I'm getting on the nose: chocolate, roast, a little bit of coffee, tiniest bit of bourbon. I mean, it's you have to look for it. So anyway, let's get into it and see what it tastes like here. Okay, a little bit more coffee, still doesn't like punch, like you would expect with all these different coffee beans and all that. There's a chocolate note to it. Medium mouthfeel probably. it's medium mouthfeel, but it has a little bit of a thin note to it. And I think it's just lacking something. I mean, you get the coffee, you get a little bit of chocolate. I'm not getting any bourbon on this. I don't know if that's just my palate sucks, or I don't know. I mean, I don't drink a ton of barrel-aged stouts and stuff. I like them a lot. I don't drink them a ton. And you would think that would kind of make me notice it a little bit more. Maybe a slight hint of vanilla. And that could be from the barrels. Maybe the slightest hint of like a coconut character, which could also be from the barrels. But it's predominantly that coffee note, which is, I know I said it's not very strong, but that's what I notice up front. The coffee note, followed by a little bit of chocolate. There's not much going on with it, honestly. I kind of expected a little bit more out of it. Being Modern Times and Boulevard. I mean, Modern Times, they kill it. I haven't had a Boulevard beer in a while. But yeah, overall impression, it's a little thinner than what I would normally want in a barrel-aged porter or stout. The coffee, it's there. It could be a little bit bigger as well. Same with the chocolate. All those, I guess basically the thing that I'm thinking is that all of these notes that they were going for could be a little bit stronger and pack a little bit more punch. I don't know if there's let's see if there's a date on here. September 12th, 2019. I guess that's the date that they canned it. That seems a little bit off. Yeah, I guess, and it's given a Best By date of April 9th, 2020. So the coffee and stuff shouldn't have fallen off that much in this amount of time. With all that being said, it's still enjoyable. Being 7.5%, it doesn't taste boozy at all. The alcohol's well hidden. And my biggest gripe is that I just wish those notes of the chocolate, the coffee, and the bourbon would be a little bit bigger, and maybe a little bit increase in the mouthfeel. So, as for a rating from me, and again, like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not an expert. I don't even know why I rate them. I might stop at some point. Like, there's no real reason for it. It's just, basically I'm basing it off an Untapped rating too. So if you do follow me on Untapped, you'll see these same ratings. So that's why I'm doing it. I mean, who cares? Like, whatever. I would probably give this a 4. A solid 4. It's a good beer. I would drink it again. It's nothing special. Nothing crazy. Just an easy drinking, barrel-aged porter. So maybe when it warms up a little bit, maybe some of those notes will come out a little bit, more. But other than that, yeah, a 4 from me. Yeah, you can follow me on Untapped, Tyler Reynolds, no spaces. I do have a Instagram page. It is at South10_beer. South 10 was kind of our little homebrew name and all that. So anyway, you can follow me there if you want to keep up with what I'm drinking, and let me know if you've had these beers, and I'd like to talk about them. So yeah, 4 from me. Have a good night. Cheers.